Okay, this is going to be a short recording, but some of us have issues with our disks. So the best way to fix that is normally you would be able to right click on this window and you would see command prompt and then command prompt um, administrator. But after the update 1809, the one in October, that had issues to start with, and then when they fixed it, a lot of us that went away. So there's a new way to get there, and it's real easy. If you go down here to Disk Manager, to Task Manager, and then you come up here, I'm going to pull it back. You come up here to File and Run New Task. CMD is the command for command prompt. Create this task with administrative privileges. And you know you got administrative privileges if it ends in system 32 like that. If it ends in user and your name or whatever your logon name is, you don't have administrative privileges. So there's two things you can do. You can do a check disk to check your hard drive. So you do this, check disk space /F. And this /F means force fixes. If it finds an error, it's going to force a fix. It's going to move data from that to a good clip. When you hit enter, it's going to do this. And it's going to tell you, check the next time the system restarts. You want to hit yes and then restart. I don't need it. I have a brand new drive. Here's another one you can do. If you just want to see if your Windows is installed right, SFC space scan now, and it'll start going through it pretty quick. All right, I'm going to stop the recording and I'll show you what it looks like when it ends. I want to show you something. It's been on 42% for about a minute and a half. That means it found something and it's fixing that file. Don't panic unless it locks up there for about an hour. It's not unusual for System File Checker to take, a half an hour or so or longer, depending on when the last time was you checked it, how old your Windows installation is, how many programs you've installed and uninstalled over the years that have changed your registry. All those things will kind of affect it, and it'll make changes back to what it should be the original Windows setup. All right, as you can see, when it got done, it didn't find any problems. That would be to be expected on this hard drive. It's brand new SSD hard drive with a clean Windows install that's less than 3 weeks old. I wouldn't expect it to find anything, but the older your computer is, the longer you've been using it, it's more likely to find errors when it does a scan now. So let's close that down. All right, there's a couple other things you can do. Most manufacturers will have diagnostics after the boot, and you can search for them. And see if they have them. So and then Windows will have a Windows diagnostic and a device performance and health. And you can get that here just by typing diagnostics, except what's going on for me is it's opening up on the screen. It's not going to show it to you. So anyhow, that's a little basic how to check if your hard drive is bad or your Windows installation is bad. I hope you have a good day. I used to do this for a living, but unfortunately I've developed some health issues. I can't work right now because I can't trust myself to drive a car. I get lost or I get confused, so I can't do that. But I'm willing to share what I can online here, and some of my friends call me.